Now, we've all seen the movies where the main character stands heroically alone against all odds for truth and justice, where at first he's called a liar and accused of all kinds of falsehoods. But even before the movie's over, we know the ending, right? Truth will prevail until he's finally vindicated. The villains are punished, and he is showered with adoration by people who at first didn't support or believe him. It's the ultimate feel-good movie. If only real life was like the movies. If only church life was like the movies. The prophet Jeremiah in the Old Testament is known as the weeping prophet, and for good reason. He was God's prophet to an unrepentant people. He repeatedly warned Israel over many years that if they didn't turn back to God, then God would allow the Babylonians to conquer them. But no one would listen to him. Instead, they believed the many false prophets who claimed otherwise. God would never allow his chosen people to be conquered by the heathen Babylonians. So Jeremiah was laughed at as a buffoon, ridiculed, denounced, and thrown in prison for being a traitor. Yet everything he predicted came true. He alone had been right while everyone else had been wrong. So imagine how vindicated he must have felt after the Babylonians captured Jerusalem and the survivors came crawling to him asking what they should do next. Should they stay or flee to Egypt? Well, when Jeremiah came back with God's answer to stay, they didn't like that. So again, he was called a liar and a traitor. They forced him to go with them to Egypt, where tradition says they eventually stoned him to death. Speaking the truth and standing up for what is right isn't like in the movies. And as Christians in a culture where what is good has now become evil, and what was once evil is now considered good, there may not be a happy ending for standing by our Christian beliefs. At least not in this life. So, are you like Jeremiah and are willing to serve God, to stand up for what is right, to stand up for what is true, no matter the cost?